Dear friends, in the gentle light of early morning, I invite you to pause and listen to the quiet wisdom of your body. As someone who has observed many sunrises over a lifetime, I've come to understand that the way we welcome the dawn holds profound meaning for our health and heart. In our later years, every moment matters even more, and the little habits we practice each morning can sometimes hide risks that we rarely discuss. Today, I want to share with you a heartfelt conversation about 5 common morning habits that might be more dangerous than they seem. This isn't a message of alarm, but an opportunity, a warm, caring invitation to reimagine our morning rituals in ways that honor our wisdom and protect our well-being. I recall a time not so long ago when I would leap from bed as soon as the alarm whispered its morning call. The excitement of a new day often pushed me to rush into activity without pausing to feel the transition from sleep to wakefulness. However, our bodies, after hours of rest, are not quite ready for such abrupt demands. You see, when we stand up in a hurry, our blood pressure can suddenly drop, leaving us feeling lightheaded or even dizzy. This condition, which doctors call orthostatic hypertension, especially affects those of us who have been blessed with many years. When you rise too quickly, it's as if your body is caught off guard. A delicate symphony disrupted before the gentle notes of the morning have fully played out. Instead of forcing an immediate rise, consider the elegance of a slow transition. Take a few minutes to sit at the edge of your bed, letting that comforting awareness of sleep gradually give way to wakefulness. Stretch your arms with tenderness, feel your heartbeat, and allow your body the time it needs to awaken safely. This simple act, as modest as it might seem, is a loving gesture to the older you, a way to greet the day with both caution and grace. I also remember those mornings when the allure of a few extra minutes under the covers seemed too comforting to resist. The snooze button, so conveniently placed, turned these moments into a cherished, if mischievous, ritual. Yet, repeated tapping, while it seems to offer additional rest, can actually disrupt your internal clock. By allowing yourself to drift back into a fragmented sleep, the purity of your rest becomes muddled, leaving you with a lingering haze that many of us come to know as grogginess. Even though the temptation is powerful, after all, who could resist a final flutter of sleep in our beds? It can inadvertently lead to a day that starts on shaky ground. Rather than surrendering to that siren call repeatedly, consider setting a single consistent wake-up time that honors your natural rhythm. Imagine beginning the day with the intent of greeting the light with fresh eyes, even if that means leaving the duvet behind a little earlier than you might be tempted to. Embrace the moment when the sleep fades gently from your mind, as if bidding farewell to a sweet dream, so that you can step forward with clarity and purpose. Now, let me share a sentiment about movement in the early hours. Many of us cherish the idea of a brisk walk or a series of stretching exercises to invigorate our bodies. Yet, our muscles and joints, which may have once been as resilient as springs, sometimes need a loving awakening of their own. Jumping into vigorous activities without a warm-up can be like expecting an old piano to play a lively tune without first letting its strings settle into harmony. When we suddenly engage in energetic exercise without first easing our bodies into motion, we risk straining muscles that are not yet fully prepared to bear the load of rapid movement. I have witnessed days when my own eagerness led me to push too hard too soon, only to be met later by the discomfort of stubborn aches. Instead of plunging directly into vigorous activity, imagine treating your body as a cherished instrument that requires a tender, attentive prelude. A few minutes of gentle stretching, a slow rotation of the neck, a soft raising of the arms, as if you were coaxing a smile from a dear friend. These humble warm-up movements, practices that we may not often talk about, set the stage for exercise that is both safe and delightful. They ease your muscles into the day's demands, fostering a quiet readiness that minimizes the risk of injury and maximizes the pleasure of movement. By honoring this slower start, you transform your morning exercise routine into a serenade of self-respect, where every motion is a celebration of lasting strength and enduring beauty. There is another cherished ritual that many of us hold dear, the comforting aroma and taste of our favorite cup of coffee or tea. I have often found that this simple pleasure is a cornerstone of our mornings, a moment where we can savor warmth and quiet reflection. However, it may come as a surprise that imbibing caffeine on an empty stomach can sometimes have unintended effects. When your body awakens after hours of sleep, it craves gentle hydration. Yet, reaching directly for that steaming cup might unsettle the delicate balance within your digestive system. For some of us, waking up with a coffee in hand before sipping water can lead to discomfort, unsettling the calm that should characterize the early moments of the day. Imagine instead beginning with a restorative glass of water infused with a slice of lemon, an elixir that gently wakes your digestion and nourishes your cells after a long night of rest. Only after your body has had the chance to welcome hydration should you treat yourself to that beloved brew. In this small but significant shift, you honor the silent language of your body, a language that speaks of care and attentiveness. With every sip of water, you lay the groundwork for a day full of balanced energy. A day where the simple act of enjoying a cup of coffee is transformed from routine to ritual. Perhaps one of the most modern challenges we face in our early hours comes in the form of our digital devices. In today's world, it is tempting to reach immediately for our smartphones, tablets, or computers as soon as we wake, seeking news updates or messages from loved ones. Yet, in the rush to connect, there is a hidden cost. The instant flood of information, often laced with negativity or worry, can set our hearts racing before we have even fully greeted the day. I've observed with my own eyes how this rapid exposure to digital chatter can disturb the gentle equilibrium we need as the sun rises. Instead of plunging into the digital realm, why not treat these initial moments as sacred time, a time when your soul is free to commune with the quiet beauty around you? Consider holding off on scrolling through your emails or news feeds for just a little while longer. Use these early moments to read a few pages of a book that has long whispered messages of hope, or perhaps indulge in a quiet meditation where you allow your thoughts to settle like dew on a calm morning. I have personally found that when I resist the urge to dive into the digital world immediately, my mind remains clear, my spirit light, and my heart open to the possibilities that each new day conjures. By creating a small window of time free from screens, you allow yourself to be truly present, a presence that is as refreshing as the first light of dawn. These reflections, my dear friends, are not a call to overhaul your cherished routines or to cast aside the comfort of familiar habits. Instead, they are gentle reminders that our bodies and spirits evolve with the passing of time, and what once served us might now require a tender adjustment. Every sunrise is an invitation, a new chance to reweave the tapestry of our mornings with threads of caution, mindfulness, and, above all, love for oneself. It is not about pointing out faults or dwelling on the perils of aging. Rather, it is about cherishing the art of living fully even as our needs change. Consider these subtle shifts as a dialogue between your body and your heart. The small act of sitting up slowly at the edge of your bed speaks to the wisdom of knowing that our bodies require gentle transitions. The decision to set aside the snooze button, even when temptation whispers softly, is a celebration of the clarity that awaits in a new, uninterrupted day. And as you prepare to move, think of your warm-up moments as a mindful dance, a delicate stretching that honors every muscle, every connection that has carried you through years of laughter, tears, and triumphs. I speak to you now not as a distant expert, but as a fellow traveller on this journey of life. I understand that change is seldom easy, that letting go of long-held habits can feel like slipping away from a familiar embrace. However, my hope is that you see these suggestions as acts of gentle self-respect, small adjustments that invite safety, joy, and a renewed sense of well-being. In the quiet moments just after waking, when the world is still soft and full of promise, you have the opportunity to set the tone for a day that honors every facet of who you are. Imagine stepping into the soft morning light with a heart full of determination, where each choice, however slight, serves as a testament to your mindful care. Picture yourself greeting the day with a ritual that gradually awakens your senses, first by slowly emerging from sleep, then by allowing your body a few gentle stretches, followed by nourishing hydration before the rich embrace of your favorite beverage, and finally by savoring several moments of peace before the digital noise takes over. With every adjustment, you build a fortress of calm and resilience, a sanctuary where the beauty of aging is celebrated in every measured step. There is a deep beauty in aging gracefully, an art that is painted with the hues of experience, wisdom, and infinite care. Each morning holds the promise of renewal, a chance to honor the years that have brought you wisdom and to embrace the gentle vulnerability that comes with every new day. By attending with kindness to the small moments in the morning, you are not only taking care of your physical self, but also nurturing the tender spirit within, the spirit that has seen so much and still holds room for dreams, laughter, and quiet triumphs. As you rise tomorrow, I encourage you to make these modest adjustments, not out of fear, but out of a profound desire to cherish yourself. Your mornings can become sacred rituals, each movement and each decision a delicate note played in the symphony of your life. Embrace the art of a slow and deliberate awakening. Let the first moments be filled with a clarity that soothes and uplifts. And consider every sip of water, every small stretch, and every pause before the digital flurry as a loving dialogue with your soul. In sharing these thoughts with you, my dear friends, I offer both my personal insights and the gentle warmth of a heart that understands the complexities of growing older. Know that every slight change, every tender moment of self-care is a step toward a day where you feel safe, appreciated, and deeply connected with the beauty of life. By taking the time to honor your morning, you are also honoring the entire journey that has brought you to this precious point in time, a journey rich with memories, successes, and countless lessons that continue to guide you with wisdom. Thank you for allowing me to share these reflections with you. May tomorrow's sunrise find you bathed in gentle light and brimming with a quiet confidence. Embrace every moment with the awareness that your well-being is a priority and every new day is a canvas on which you can paint a beautiful, purposeful story.